Bonjour, mes amis. It's Dennis Bateman, the spy and the Pyro in TF2, and I'm here to sign some autographs for our favorite fans, which is all of you. So the first one goes out to Natalie. Hello, Natalie. And I see you've got a nice picture of the spy here. So I will put your name on here. Make sure I get the spelling right. And you want a favorite spy voice line. So let me see here what I can come up with. How about, it should be a crime to look this good. That's one of my favorites. There we go for Natalie.
Congratulations, your first one.
And now we have Julian Morris Atta. Hello, Julian. Nice to see you today. And we do full names, right?
If you want. I can just be Julian.
Okay. There we go, Julian. Thanks for tuning in. Now we have Christian. Hello, Christian. Welcome to our live stream. Please write, I am the Sphy next to the photograph. I am the Sphy. Okay, will do. Here we go. To Christian. Lowercase. We'll make sure we get that right.
You're definitely going to get a lot of like meme requests.
I am the. Yes. I am the Sphy.
It doesn't have to make sense. Really doesn't.
So, do you think I can sign? Should I sign Dennis Spy, or that's not necessary?
I don't know how you prefer.
Okay.
You'll get the hang of this thing.
No special instructions, but thank you for all the other voice actors for being such a large part of my childhood. And this goes out to Kevin. Hello, Kevin. Well, we're really humbled to be such a big part of your childhood. That's great.
Did you know that there were about 8,000 people tuning in yesterday?
Yes, I heard you say that. That's just astounding. I'm just really blown away, and that's great. And there you go, Kevin. And we got a Pyro here. So let's choose a different color for the Pyro.
Oh, black would show up really nice on the flames.
Maybe up here. Huh? Okay. All right, and we have Austin T. Hi, Austin. Great having you here today. Write down your favorite Pyro quote. Oh my gosh. That's a little tricky because people don't really understand much what the Pyro says, so I suppose I could just sort of wing it, but I'll try to remember what a great quote from Pyro. There's my quote. And the quote is, so, bon chance to you, Austin. Now we go to Glorified Toaster with Legs. Hey, welcome, Glorified Toaster with Legs. Let's pick a different color for this one. How does this show up? So we got a double Spy and Pyro here. A dynamic duo. Oh, maybe the Maniac duo, huh? Oh, there we go. That's gonna look cool. Two. There we go, Glorified. Shiny new autograph there. And we've got a Pyro named Dylan here. Let's see. Dylan, write something you think the Pyro would write, please. Okay. Two. Dylan. Broskisam, Broskisam, whatever. We'll get it spelled right. I promise. The red looks good for this old spy here. Get up to. There we go. To Broskisam. Tristan wants a Pyro. All right. Let's see here. Okay. Tristan. Thanks, Tristan. Jethro. All right, Jethro. Two. On the back of the poster, okay.
Okay, well, ink takes a little while to dry.
Okay. We'll blow on that. Let's turn the Pyro on that with his flamethrower and dry it out. That'll work. I think so.
Do you mind if I pass along any questions on chat?
Not a bit.
It looks like there's about 90 people tuning in.
Ooh, great. I'm gonna turn this in a bucket. Okay.
Some people are asking, what do you have going on lately?
What do I have going on lately? Well, right now, I'm heavy into autograph signing. That's the big thing on the dock right now. I'm also working on writing a movie or maybe a mini series. Who knows? Period piece. So that's going, there's a lot of research on that, really enjoying it. To make it out. And this one goes out to Lewis Cook. All right, Lewis. Maybe we'll go with black on this. Now, my fans will have to forgive me for writing in cursive, you know, what we used to call longhand, but it's the fastest way to do it. So if you can't translate, maybe you can find an older person who learned how to do this. Special instructions. Hudda, hudda, ha. Okay, why not?
Okay, someone's asking, how long did it take you to master the French accent?
Well, thank you for assuming that I've mastered that French accent. You know, it's something that I have always just been. It's just been a talent. You know, I mean, a lot of people. Everybody's got one great talent that they can work with, and mine was mimicking people. So I used to do, you know, impersonations of celebrities, mostly old dead actors at the time when I was a kid, and just listening to. Oh, lots of period pieces and foreign movies, masterpiece theater. If you do that a lot, you'll start to pick it up and just practice. And it's just a lot of fun. It's become a little dicey these days because now they want to hire, you know, actual French people to do French roles and so on, Spanish people, whatever. But occasionally you'll still get calls for it, just like this.
If you don't mind, some people asking if you don't mind showing off on a quick, well,
Turn them around, show them?
there you go.
Okay.
It'll probably get screen grabbed.
Let's cook. There we go, Lewis. Lots of autograph on there for you. This one goes to Alex. Hello, Alex. And no special instructions, so let's just roll with it.
Another question is what do you think about the relationship between Spy and Scout? It's kind of like a little antagonistic. They all have these little rivalries.
I absolutely love it. Because there's such a there's such a generation gap, and you know, the Spy is like an old school savoir-faire sort of guy. And he has a hard time putting up with all the rough edges and the crude people he's got to deal with. So I think it's funny. And Scout is, I think that Spy actually has a soft spot for the Scout. He can't show it, you know, it wouldn't work for him to do that. But he kind of looks after the Scout, sort of keeps him under his wing. I especially love the scene where Scout comes and asks him to give him a lesson in how to get a date. That's just priceless to me. I love that. So, Alex, here we go.
I'm sure you answered this one yesterday, but what's your favorite voice line?
My favorite voice line. I think my favorite voice line really has to be, I am not one of your fried chicken tramps. Seduce me. You know, I just love that line. This one goes to Sentient. I'm glad to know that we got Sentient out there. That's good. all should be sentient, too. There is a bright, shiny autograph for Sentient. Another Pyro. I'm loving this Pyro love here.
I mean, those were the ones that sold out first before restock.
Isn't Pyro just a gas? I mean, literally, right? He's a gas. And you know, the Comic Cons, I have seen so many wonderful costumes from fans that show up for the panels, and the Pyros are always incredibly creative. I just don't know how they get all that rubber and stuff to you know, the props is wonderful. Caden Hone, here we go. To Caden. Caden. A little fire red autograph for you. And we have another Pyro here for Ethan. Hello, Ethan. Pyro coming at you. I even wondered today, you know, for fans, you know, I suppose they're all ages. You're all ages. But how many of you have really ever seen your name in cursive? So this will be a special treat, a real, you know, piece of retro collector's swag here. Ethan C.
I think that's mostly because they don't teach cursive in schools anymore.
Yes, exactly why it is. In fact, I was doing a theater show when we did a Secret Santa sort of gift exchange through the cast. So all through the rehearsals and the performance, everything, we had the Secret Santa gifts, and all my clues were I wrote in cursive, just because that's how I learned to write. And when the big reveal came, which is supposed to be hard to guess who your Santa was, you made good clues. My gift recipient, my person, said, "I think it's Dennis." And I said, "Well, what's the deal? How did you guess it so fast?" She said, "Well, he wrote in cursive, so we knew it had to be an old member of the cast." Who knew? I wasn't even aware at that point that cursive was canceled. So much for that. To Ethan, love Pyro. There you go, Ethan. Spy character and lines are iconic. Thanks for the work you did on this great character. You are welcome, and thanks for being such a fan. I love Spy too. And this goes out to... There's no name. Okay.
It has to be autographed.
So yeah, okay. Good.
Yeah, well, I guess it's not a secret that a lot of you are from Seattle, but do you have a favorite theater in Seattle?
Oh, a favorite theater in Seattle. I worked at several of them. I think my favorite is the Village Theater just outside Seattle in Issaquah, Washington. They do wonderful musicals out there. For the most part, it's a musical house, and they do a comedy every year. But they produce a lot of, they workshop a lot of new musicals, which is great fun. And working out there, I've met so many interesting people. I met David Hyde Pierce, who came out to support his partner with his new musical. David Hyde Pierce, you may know, was Niles on Frasier, and he's on television right now. The thing about Julia Child, so that was fun. The Fifth Avenue Theater is a musical house also, and it is a fantastic edifice. It seats like 2,000 people, and the architecture inside it is just spectacular. So here we get up to Seattle, see a show there too. No, it's just this is just the autograph. Okay.
I've been to the Village Theater quite a few times.
Oh, is it great?
Oh yeah, I saw like Ellen die on stage once.
This one goes out to whoever it is. Like, I love that, an anonymous autograph here. To Hunter. Here we go, Hunter. Hunter wants to spy. You got it, Hunter.
Other questions. Do you have a favorite musical, and do you have a favorite role besides Spy and Pyro?
A favorite role besides Spy and Pyro? Yes, well, I'm kind of into history. The older I got, the more interested I am in history. You learn a lot about, you know, the whole American experience through history. And I got to play President Harry Truman once in a play opposite Albert Einstein, and then I got to play Albert Einstein in another play. So, and both of those characters are really fascinating people once you do a little study on them. So I really love playing Einstein. They gave me a beautiful fright wig, and I wore a big mustache, and they got to speak like this, which is of course the way Einstein's voice was very high, you see. And that was just a lot of fun. And I studied German in school, so I had a bit of a leg up on the accent there. This goes to Hunter.
There's also a Ronald Hamrock from VOC says hello.
Hello, Ronald. Great to have you here today. Thanks for all your great work on our interviews, your podcast. I think Ronald is in Czechoslovakia.
Now that everyone knows that you study German, they're all asking for medic impressions.
Oh gosh, no, I wouldn't begin to step on Robin's turf there. No, he's got that nailed. I would never be able to even approach his work. Let's see. That one's for Hunter. The dynamic duo again. Okay. This one goes to David.
You might get asked this a lot, but have you ever played TF2? Maybe with your other kids. Or...
Well, that's a very good question, and the answer is no. And I'm really regretting not having played the game all these years. But when that game came out, my children were very small. My two boys were little boys, and I'm not exactly sure why. Either they didn't want the Xbox, they wanted the games on the PS2. So and there was all that, there was like a kind of violent game, and so we just never got the Xbox. So no, I have not actually played TF2, but I've watched a lot of the gameplay on YouTube, and it does look like a lot of fun and interesting. So, David.
It's never too late. Apparently, there are still like tens of thousands of people playing it each day.
I've thought about that. I have thought of it. I'm going to look into that. See, my kids have played a little of it, I think, but but they have a lot of friends who are really hip to the TF2 and also other Valve games. Like I do also have a voice that I do in Dota, which is the big competition that's held in Seattle every year. I guess it's still every year, right? The international.
Yeah. The last one was actually in Denmark or.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh okay.
Well,
so
they tried to. It was kind of weird.
it's moved out. Maybe it's moved out of Seattle and sort of we're gone global now. But yes, those are other voices I've done.
Yeah. Someone also mentioned like a helicopter pilot from Left 4 Dead.
Right. Oh gosh, yes. Yep. So and I really have to thank some of the YouTube fans because some of these games are pretty old now. And they were done when I first moved to Seattle, which was 30 years ago, 30 years ago. And so it's hard for me to even remember since I did a lot of these auditions and a lot of like job-ins and stuff like that on games like this. It's hard for me to remember all of them anymore. But I started out with like Freddy Fish and Spy Fox and Pajama Sam, those games that were early video games. So thanks for keeping me up to date on those. There's David's. And a spy for Jamie.
Did you have any like really difficult voice lines of Spy? Or you can remember?
No, I don't think. No. I mean, voice talent like us, we train ourselves to be able to read. I always say a few words ahead of to speak ahead of where we're reading. So, or I take that back. I'm reading ahead of where I'm speaking, so that my mouth always is kind of ready to say the next line. So it wasn't difficult per se. What was difficult were the scenes that we recorded where I had to do a lot of screaming. So I would go home with my voice a little hoarse at the end of those sessions, but it was all good fun. I just had to make sure that I saved those screaming lines for after the dialogue line, so I wouldn't sound too hoarse as the spy.
Someone's asking about your TV work, specifically on Leverage, and what that was like.
Oh, well, I'm glad you saw Leverage. This one went to Jamie. There you go. Your Leverage was a fantastic experience. That call came in one weekend when I was doing an auction. I was running an auction for a school here in Seattle, and I had to be there like the next day, left 5 in the morning from in Portland, Oregon, where it was filmed, and I was down there for a week, guest starring as the bad guy, the corporate fat cat that needs to be brought down with leverage, and got to meet all the members of the cast. Really sweet people, all nice, great people, and they just treated me like a king. You know, anything you could possibly want, they didn't have right there for you, and it was just a terrific, highly professional experience, and love to even go back and watch it today. You know, the interesting thing was that a young lady I was working with there, named Elisabetta, was an Italian model and a TV celebrity, and at the time I understood was dating George Clooney, and so a week or so later, I'm watching the Oscars, and there they are sitting right in the front row at the Oscars, George and Elisabetta, and I got a chance to work with her, and she was very sweet too. Let's see, this one goes out to Toby. me see. All right. Here we go, Dewey. Signature written in fire for the Pyro. Now we have, I don't think there were any instructions on Toby. Okay. To Lewis, include your favorite Pyro quote. Keep asking me Pyro quote. I don't. I would be interested in knowing if anyone who plays the game could repeat to me any of Pyro's lines. Because I was told when I got the job that even though they set a script in front of me, which I wish I had kept, believe me, I wish I had kept all those scripts for all these years, because people are asking me all these questions about Pyro now. But I was told that the line should be unintelligible, so that's what we did.
It's actually word lines written for him. Wow.
What's that?
It's actually word lines written for him.
Yes, there were actual lines. They are in there in that muffled inside that muffled gas mask somewhere, but who knows?
So only the writer knows.
Yes, right. Maybe not even him anymore.
Well, some people mention, like you mentioned yesterday, that you had tried a few accents before settling on French.
Absolutely, yeah.
Like,
Lewis.
some people are wondering if you could try them, but I don't know if you can remember that.
Oh gosh, well, just like if I was auditioning for, they had a line in front of me that said, you asked for German, so if I was doing a German spy, it would be, it should be a crime to look this good. You handsome devil, don't you ever die. That's a good one. Here lies Scout. He ran fast and died a virgin. Let's see what else I've got here. If it were British, at least you died for honor and my entertainment. I could do, let's see what else is over there. If he were Italian, your precious sandwich want to save you now. Just a few random accents. That we probably tried all of them in the audition session. Who's this one for? Brian W. I do wonder, normally if I'm not signing an autograph, I just use the first name, but maybe we should get some feedback from the gang whether they like to have their whole name on there or maybe just the first name. I'd like to know that. Not that it matters that much, but
well, most like feedback we have gotten is like they're fine with one, like the first name.
Just the first name?
Usually, unless they're like specify.
Okay.
Some of them are really long.
Right, happy birthday on it. Okay, happy birthday to someone, maybe Brian.
Also, some people like that informality.
Yes, I do too. All right, I knew I'd do this, and I've done it.
That's okay. It makes it unique, unless you like.
I can. How about Spyro?
Yeah, there you go.
I started to write Spy on the Pyro, so it's going to be Spyro. How about that? And this one will be definitely a collector's item. Happy birthday for Brian. Could you please write happy birthday, Jordan? I sure can.
Love birthday gifts.
Oh, weird. Shut the windows. That won't be so easy.
Yeah,
Is that in my yard?
Okay.
A lawnmower action going on here. There's one over there too. So happy birthday, Jordan. From the Spy to you. Looks like next is Anna. Hello, Anna.
Oh, well, you know, Shork, the host from yesterday's live stream is on.
He's on?
Yeah.
Hello, Shork. Welcome back. Hada hada to Anna.
Swap that one out. Tongue sound a little squeaky.
Okay. Now we have Caleb. Caleb wants top left corner with your favorite Game Voice line. Thank you for being an amazing person and bringing so much joy into my life over the years. Well, thank you for being such a great fan of TF2 and especially the Spy. He's my favorite too, along with the Pyro. Favorite Spy line. That's silver. Top left corner.
There are people watching from Italy, Denmark, Scotland, Australia. London.
That was for Caleb. I didn't put Caleb's name on there. Should I do that?
Sure. Yeah, let me go back. get the spelling right. There are people from all over.
All right, you can see your name up there in fine print on the very top there. Caleb, I'm not one of your fried chicken tramps. From the Spy with Love. Now we have Marinus Werner. Okay. Hello, Marinus.
It says there may be only just one French person watching this stream.
Maybe only what?
One French person watching this. Everyone else is from like there's one Russian, a Czech, Argentina,
Okay.
a couple Australians. Yeah, it's a very international. Very international.
Sure. Probably just as well as a few French because they'd be able to tell that I'm speaking fractured French. So. To Christian. Hello, Christian. A Pyro quote, if possible, with the signature on the poster, such as, yeah, right. Thank you in advance, if possible. Okay.
Another question: have you ever used the spy voice outside of voice acting or at conventions? Just anywhere besides where you usually would.
I suppose whenever I'm called upon to do a French accent, the spy just comes out, you know. So just sort of a that sort of a little bit stereotypical, you know, French savoir-faire. So yeah, but definitely whenever I'm watching Meet the Spy, which I do occasionally, I've even got that one I think linked to my personal website. Can I say my personal website? Oh. Dennis-Bateman.com is my personal website, and you can see here voice demos and video demos there, as well as Meet the Spy and various other voices. So when I hear that, then I just start speaking that way and can't help myself. To Christian. Go to Christian. And I've said, Mark, come out, Henrik.
And what was the website you just said again?
Dennis-Bateman, Bateman.com, I believe. www.dennis-. They're not paying my bill?
I don't know. I guess some people are saying it's not up.
Oh, really? I'll have to look into that later.
Yes,
What's that?
has expired.
Oh my gosh, they've
That's okay. At least now you know.
Now I know. I think I paid for it. There you go, Henrik. Darian. White pen if possible. Okay. Here's one. Here's one. Oh, this hasn't even been opened yet. This is a fresh pen.
Okay.
How do you get this
I got it. Yeah, it's twisted. That's good. That's what I'm here for.
Sealed shut.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh, very high quality pen.
We're working on priming that pen right now. It's just like the old days when you had to have a fountain pen with an ink bottle. And Darian. Okay. I go Darian. Thank you for being such a dear friend. Make it out to spy. Well, okay. That's cool.
Another question is, do you think Spy ever removes his mask?
Do I think Spy ever removes his mask? Of course, when he's certain that he's in private and needs to shower.
All the way in this video, he was still wearing it in his photographs.
All the way in the video?
Like, the meet the spy and he...
Oh, sure. But, you know, I figure he's got to shave from time to time, you know, so otherwise he'd just have a huge beard growing out of the mask. So I believe he takes it off, yeah, for shave and a haircut. Thank you for being such a dear friend. We've got Chris. Could you write happy birthday as well?
Someone's very insistent about this question. Have you ever fired a gun in real life?
When I was young, yes, I was a hunter for a while. I don't know if I've ever fired a pistol, but rifles and shotguns, yes, when I was a young fellow in the state of Illinois, and we'd go hunting, usually for birds. But that's been a long time ago.
Oh, so you're from the Midwest.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Mhm.
I guess people are a little curious about like what you like, how you got started in acting.
Well, like many, I started doing plays in high school, and I got cast as an 18-year-old Fagin in the I think it's John Bart musical Oliver. So the movie had just come out. This I think was like 1969. That dates me, I guess. But that was the year that 2001: A Space Odyssey came out, and Oliver. So we all drove into St. Louis, the next big town, an hour away from our little country town, and saw Oliver. And then our teacher decided to do that for a musical, and that's where I got the bug. So then I took it from there. Yeah. It was a lot of fun. Lived in New York City for 10 years. Tried it there. That's where I got started in voiceover, really. Happy birthday. There you go, Chris. It's Aiden. Where did you go, Aiden? If you do a tiny drawing of Spy's knife, my heart will be full of joy. Let's see, I'm trying to exactly remember what my knife looked like.
There's a little butterfly knife, the little like.
Oh, that one. Oh my gosh, yes. Yes, it reminds me of the French army knife where all of the attachments are corkscrews. Yeah, the French army knife. Okay, to Addison.
I'm kind of surprised there's not more doodle requests.
Oh gosh, well, I need a little heads up for that, you know.
They'll ask. You can do your best.
Well, let's see. I've got a Leatherman in my other room there, so I'm just trying to remember exactly how that all looks. Okay. There it is, my multi-tool.
Definitely want to show that off.
What's your doesn't look like the one you're thinking of. This was like the original version. Okay.
Oh, it's also one. So like, how are you holding up?
When did we start?
12.
12 is 1. I'm holding up good. How about you?
I'm fine. Let's make sure.
Do we know how many folks we've got?
These are like VIP, so we probably get through these easy, but that one, yeah.
Okay. No. Yeah, that's a big step. Very gratified by all the interest in our autographs and these photos. It's a lot of fun, and I'm going to try to make sure that I get one to everybody that wants one. It's like we all are, I'm sure. Good. What do we got here? Make it out to Red. Okay, and this is Pyro.
People are trying to start a petition to get you more spy merch, like that spy crab or that spy figurine.
Oh, I would appreciate that. I think the last time I looked online, all I saw were these little dolls. Looked like they might have been made at home by someone. Little squeezy dolls, but I'm really interested in finding one of those action figures if possible.
Since we said that, people are asking if you have a P.O. box to send things to.
P.O. box.
Or like, agent. Yeah, agent office also works too. You know, if they're open to taking stuff like mail or fan mail.
Yeah. Let me think on that for a minute.
Don't worry about that.
There you go, Red. I wonder if Red has red hair. Or just a red spy aficionado. I bet that's it, right? And who do we have here? Jacob. Perhaps signed with a white silver marker to make it more visible. That I would just like to give my thanks. Okay. We certainly got plenty of different colors here, so.
I gotta say, it's not really a secret that like we're planning on having people be able to send their own items in so that people can sign them.
Oh.
Yeah, I can say that, but like if you do that, like a lot of people are sending in spy crabs.
To be signed?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that sounds great. There we go, Jacob. A player, merci. This one is for Ilikanth. Ilikanth W plus M1. Okay. Some special code there.
Might be their like gamer tag.
There we go.
Whenever they play
Yeah,
TF2.
that's cool. That's very cool.
I don't know if you have to say that, but
Says make it out to
fair enough.
Ilikanth. Ilikanth. There you go, Ilikanth, to you with heat. Love Pyro. Jameson. Hello, Jameson.
Now, this is a curious question for me, but for that animation expiration date, did y'all get to record that all together, or is that separate?
The animation for expiration date?
Yeah, you know, with the when everyone was going to die in 3 days.
I didn't. Did you say sign something?
No, this is a question for me.
Well, what's the question?
Did y'all get to record that together, like in the same studio?
No. That's what's so amazing about those scenes is that none of it was, as far as I know. I never recorded with anyone else in the studio, so that was all cut together by the wizards over at Valve. Jameson. Okay, next we have Luna. Hello, Luna. Spy and Pyro here. Can you please write too easy on the card? Thank you much. Okay. You got it. There you go, Luna. Too easy. Now, hidden message. Keep up the good work and keep trick stabbing. Okay, to Morgan. There we go. Okay. There you go, Morgan. Here Pyro goes out to Waterfall. Love all these names, really do. So creative. To right here, let's see for Waterfall.
It looks like a lot more people joined in since we started, up to like 200.
Oh,
But the chat has gotten a little bit more nonsensical since then.
the chat has done what?
Got a little bit more like nonsensical.
Okay.
Oh, chaotic. Also, people are surprised there's not more requests that about like the spy saying something about your mother.
Was that from yesterday?
Yeah, from the Meet the Spy video. Like, the whole dunk there is like about Scout's mom.
Well, meet the spy.
Mm-hmm.
Meet Spy, yes, yeah, yeah. Well, you know, Spy is a little on the Randy side, I guess. But you know, if you go to the notion that I heard yesterday that the spy is actually the Scout's father, then it seems perfectly legitimate, doesn't it? Except what kid wants to see those photos of their parents? Jack. There we go, Jack. Sorry to pop in unannounced. Okay. Sorry to pop in unannounced. Next is Charlie. Hello, Charlie. For the Pyro. This one goes to Andrew.
It's not me.
This for you, Andrew?
No. Also, someone asked earlier, if you don't mind, like, if you have any stories about these paintings behind you.
Oh my gosh. Let's see what's back there. Ah, yes. Well, it's interesting. This, of course, is Notre Dame Cathedral right here. I suppose before the spire was even put up there, but that's the one that burned a couple of years ago. They're remodeling that. That came from the home of Grandma, my wife's mother, who just passed away at 100 years old. And that one over there too, she loved sheep, so we got that one from her house. Over here, oh, this is the Narrows in Zion National Park in Arizona or Utah. Down there, it's in Canyonlands Park. It's an incredible canyon that you can put on some water boots and walk through. And it's just otherworldly. It's like being on another planet. So that's the story on some of those. Now we have Monty. There we go, Monty. This one is to Grant. Can you see? I feel très bon. As a quote. I love that. Yes, I feel très bon. I feel très bon. Put a little accent there. There you go. Monty. No, I'm sorry, Grant. To Grant. Okay. So oh, this is another Grant. All right.
Oh yeah, sometimes they're like the same, by multiple ones.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm pretty avid about these.
put. Mumfna mumf is a quote. Yes, I sure can. So glad that some of the fans remember these ageless quotes from the Pyro. Yeah. See, Grant is a better speller even than I am for the Pyro.
Yeah, some people also curious about your auctioneer work. Is that like something you do often?
I don't anymore.
Oh.
I did, and I think the maybe the YouTube videos are still up there. I mean, I can do an auction anytime, but I don't pursue it as a sideline anymore. But it was it's a very fun and interesting line of work, especially for someone who likes to work with their voice. I really wanted to learn what they call the chant or the bid call. So that's, and I actually went to Auctioneering College in Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Yeah, so that's strange. I think I may have missed one. Sorry, that's human error.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I'll just skip on. Yeah, so we'll get back to Jack later. Another day. Sorry.
Get back to Jack.
Yeah, so I must have missed a Pyro like print for Jack. Sorry, Jack.
Because you got them numbered. Yeah.
Yeah. And I ran out.
Do we still have the silver?
Here.
Or did that one wear out? Here it is. This will work. One of them seemed to be fading a bit. So this is to Liam. Okay, well that's interesting because the other photos, if you can see, yeah, over here. Well, there's one from a little town in Spain, from the route of the white villages in Andalusia. Another one. Okay, so that's a little Spanish corner. We like Spain, so a little Spanish corner on the mantelpiece. I would draw attention to this thing right here. I think is really, really interesting. You know what? I will just. My wife asked me if I'd done this yesterday, and I hadn't. So, just so we can show this off. This is something you don't see very often. You see this little tableau here. It's a seashell with two flamingos in front of it, and it comes, it lights up.
You bring a little closer.
Yes, I don't know. I'm just very proud of this little sculpture here. It must be from like the 30s or something like that, because it had very old wiring when we first got it. But it's a little beach scene with flamingos and an old seashell. And why they lit it up is anybody's guess. That's from Grandma's house too. Probably belonged to her grandmother. No, so this is Liam. Let's see. That's the name of my youngest son too. So.
Oh, wouldn't it be cute if he bought one of your autographs?
Yeah, it could be. I have a feeling he'd put in some kind of inscription though. Hey, Dad.
Well, everyone's commenting on your grandma's good taste.
Yeah, good taste. Oh gosh, I love that. Liam. Which I actually found out when our son was born. I found out that that name is actually Irish for William. It's just the last 4 letters of William, which I think means brave man. There you go, Liam. So I'm sure you're aptly named. So this one is just autographs. Good. This is for whoever this is.
So I did find one for that one we missed.
Is this for Jack?
Yes.
All right. What did Jack say? I'm more than just W plus M1. There you go, Jack. A 2-tone autograph there.
Oh.
Oh, what was that?
Oh, that's the voice recording. You can do those later.
Oh, okay.
You don't have to do those live.
To Sophia. That's actually a quote from. So Sophia, if you're going to read this quote, it's a quote. If you look at Meet the Spy, it says "Ma petite chauffeur." I'm not even sure if it's real French, but it sounds good.
Yeah, I believe it translates to cauliflower. Which is kind of weird.
Oh, really? I thought it was flour. I wasn't sure.
Well, it is. But...
Ma petite chauffeur. I have a little cauliflower. Well, what could be more romantic than that?
Her hairstyle kind of fits. Now it seems like in chat they're just recreating the Meet the Spy video in chat.
No. Just give good eye from down under. Just giving a good day from down under. 5 a.m. out here, and thank you for giving us the voice of the Spy and Pyro. And thank you. Good on you, mate. I'm sorry. Sometimes I just the Australian accent is just so much fun to do. You can't resist. Okay, Minova. There you go. I just get warm even looking at that picture of the Pyro. That is so cool. It's like really puts out the heat. Kiara, bonjour from the south of France. Oh my gosh. Bonjour, Monsieur le Spy. Say hello to Scout's Ma for me. Okay.
Oh, finally.
I think that must mean have a good journey, Mr. Spy, I guess. Great.
I'm trying to figure out that the instructions are right or just like a friendly quote from them.
From the game?
Like, no, from the fan.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Yeah. Yeah, Kiara may be French, maybe not, but she seems to know some French, or they seem to know some French. Now, this pen is starting to. It's a little. It's a little thick.
Oh.
I guess I don't know. It's a little thick, but it's just working okay. But they might not dry quite as quickly.
No, I'll be careful with that.
Okay.
I'll switch over to something else like white for a little while.
Okay. Well, thank you, Kiara, and bonjour to you as well.
You can hit complete this if you want to learn this, so you can do it yourself eventually.
Okay, and this is Ryan.
Oh, do you want to try gold?
Oh, sure. There we go, Ryan. How would you interpret this instruction? Just write that on
I guess so.
it. So, Valko, your instruction is it's just me now, so I'll put that on your picture if that's okay with you. Oh yeah, this is a good one here. Good pen. Yeah. Good as gold. Hello, Miles. Miles Lopez.
Got about 10 left.
Okay,
Someone's also asking, who did you voice at Spy Fox? They may remember it.
Oh, you know, that is taxing the memory banks a little too much. That has to be at least 25 years ago, and I really, I can't remember. Was there a lawyer character? Forget. I forget. I wish I could help you there. Maybe someone out in the cyberspace can help with that.
They'll probably find an IMDb.
That might help. Yes. Yeah. There you go, Miles. Oh, wait a minute. That's wrong.
No, with a Y.
A Y. Yes, not an I. Okay, got that fixed.
Good save.
That was a good save. This one goes to Kieran. I'm thinking that's how that's pronounced. My favorite actors is Kieran Hines, character guy. There you go, Kieran. Oh, I got a low battery. Gotta plug in here. Put a little juice to the old computer here. ahead on that one. Close that. So, there we go. Eric. Hello, Eric.
Oh, quick thought. So you kind of really talked to Robin Atkin down until like all this started.
That's right. Never met Robin. No. There you go, Eric. Carter. There you go, Carter. Gold-plated autograph there. To Rose. Rose is working very hard leveling her spy knife. We would appreciate a nice knife. In writing to her, would that be a...
Oh, I was in writing nice knife.
We would appreciate writing nice knife. Cool. All right. Leveling her knife. She's getting that knife level. Good for you. I think I should come out with a, you know, a special commemorative spy knife, right?
I mean, there are plenty of spy knives now.
Are there out there? Yeah.
Well, in game, I don't think they want to sell knives.
You know, it's interesting. I went to when we were actually cleaning out Grandma's house after she passed away at 100. We went to another estate sale, and I found an incredible knife collection there that this old fellow was selling. And I bought pocket knives for my generation, Boy Scouts, all that, hot item. And I found one that was an Indiana Jones commemorative with his signature etched on the blade. It's kind of a lousy knife. It's not very sharp, but it looks very cool.
One of those things. I don't think you get away with that, like marketing anymore, like ashtrays.
No. Ashtrays are everywhere when I was growing up. That's for sure. But some of them were pretty. You know, they were like furniture. That was stuff.
Yeah, they're collectible.
Are they now?
Oh.
I wouldn't be surprised. Put candy in them now.
Oh no. I think we're going to tell people, please don't send knives to sign.
Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. goes. Keep up the sharp work. Mira. There you go, Mira. Signed in fire. Oh, I like the gold. I like the gold. I love the gold. Okay. This is another Austin. Did we have an Austin earlier? Okay, Austin. Here we go. There you go, Austin. Another Austin.
I'm not sure. Okay.
Cody. Okay. Cody. There's Cody. And we have Joshua Van Houten, smiley face, or any face next to the signing. Okay. All right. Try to put a spy mask on him, but I think he's okay the way he is.
That's not bad. I mean, like Gary had to do a couple of smiley faces, but there's like a specific demo man smiley face.
Hmm. Yes. I'll come up with one of those next time. Joshua. Okay. What do we have next? Would be interesting to know how many. Can we tell how many different countries people are tuning in?
Yeah, I mean, like, earlier it was. Oh shoot! Did I skip one? Oh no, I did. Go back. Apologies. They're from all over. So from Uruguay and Czechoslovakia. Some in Russia.
Mirror.
That one is. I think 27 is.
Joshua.
Okay. Yeah, like.
So, who's next? I did Joshua.
I did.
I did Joshua.
Oh, you did Cody. Okay.
Joshua, I think was the last one I did.
320. Oh, whoops! Then I think we may have like jumped ahead a little bit because one of them 320 was nothing. Whoops. Like no other. That's okay. Well, I'll renumber them. I'll make sure it's.
Oh well, he didn't ask for any inscription, so.
I'll find one really quick to do that one. But I'll reorganize those.
Okay.
So this one, that one's.
You're on top of this, I know.
Okay, so sorry one. Okay, so this one. No, don't do Joshua. Actually, you just go and do an autograph. Then I can just renumber them.
So, we want me to do what? Which one here?
If you just like do this one, just do the autograph.
Just the autograph.
Yeah, then I'll just change the numbers around so they fit.
Okay.
Yeah, people from Greece, Mexico. Thank you.
Fabulous.
Love
countries I would love to visit.
I mean, some people are asking where you've been in Europe.
Well, I actually took my honeymoon with my new bride through Europe for 3 months. We backpacked. We started in southern Spain and worked our way up through France and Austria and Germany, Italy, and then we flew over to England, and then we flew out of England and came home to New York City at the time. We did get to see a lot. This is before the euro, so we had to change money at every border, find a new place to sleep and eat, but it was a lot of fun. I'd love to go back there now that the pandemic seems hopefully to be dying down a bit. Hopefully we can travel. So it's Marlon next, 329? Okay.
Yeah, well, where would you go first? Like, or do you want to travel first? So that's.
Oh gosh, well I've had Greece on my bucket list for a long time. I like the Mediterranean. It's chilly, kind of a chilly place in Seattle most of the year, so I like to go someplace warm and sunny on vacation. Love to go back to Italy, but if I wanted to reach out a bit, I think I'd go to India. I'd love to see part of India, and maybe Indonesia too. We were having to get our Amazon Fire Stick updated the other night, so I got on the phone with a young lady from the Philippines who told me some beautiful places over there, which I'd like to see.
great. Now you're getting all sorts of suggestions on places to go, like Dubai or
Oh, great.
Albania.
All places I would not certainly turn down. There you go, Marlon. I do believe I'm on fire.
I'm doing the last 4 for now.
Okay. Oops, that's what I got next. Luke. Luke Thompson. I'm just a big fan of the character and your voice work. Thank you, Luke. With a little smiley face. Good. To Luke. There you go, Luke.
Same stretch.
Asatur. Asatur nor Ashkarian. Very good. Okay. And he wants it. They want a spy. Here it comes. Asatur. Love your work. Could you do a little heart with it? Hope you have a fantastic day. Thank you, Laura. And this goes out to Laura.
This is probably the last question for now, but has anyone ever recognized your voice as a spy?
Recognize my
In
voice
public.
as spy in public. Probably not. I don't have much occasion to speak in the spy voice when I'm out in public. So no, I can't say it has happened. Although I often do have people tell me that they recognize my voice from somewhere, you know, that I sound like somebody they've heard before, you know. So it could be from the commercial work or the the gaming. To Laura. fastidiously artworking here. There you go, Laura. Complete with a heart.
That's good for now. Even though more orders came in, but like I don't think there's time for all of them.
Okay. And these are the premier.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Because you're inaugural stream.
Okay, here we go. Ben, please write your favorite quote of yours from either character. Thanks. Okay. To Ben. Here we go, Ben. It should be a crime to look this good. I try to, think of that every morning. There we go. There we go. To Ben.
And that's it.
That's good.
Yeah, we've kind of gotten through that whole pile.
All right.
I mean, there's more, but for now.
So do we sign off for now?
Oh yeah. Do you have anything last little words for your viewers? That's pretty much it. And I can end it.
This has just been so much fun. None of this would have been possible at all without all of our great players out there and fans of the game that keep it alive and keep it thriving. And just so thank you all for participating, for playing, and for being fans of TF2. So hope you all have a wonderful day, and wherever you are, whatever time of day it is where you are, au revoir, bon chance from the Spy and the Pyro.